Hiya there folks, welcome to Boating on a Budget with me, the Tight Yorkshireman. Today I'm going to be building a shelving unit for inside our boat that's going to go kind of near the log burner just in front of where we sit. The materials I'm going to use is basically a load of old timber that I've collected over the last few months that people have given us or I've found lying around. So who knows how it's going to look. But for a change I'm not going to waffle on a lot, I'm just going to get cracking and we'll get cutting some wood. This is going to be the top of the unit, and it's one of those old school desks that we've been using around the boat. Made sort of some of the kitchen cupboards and desks and things with it. It's really nice, thick, chunky timber. This piece has actually got a bit of chewing gum still stuck on it, just to verify it was a school desk. I think we'll take that off before we actually fit it. I need to cut it 80 centimetres wide by 24 centimetres deep. But then I also need to do a bit of a cutout section, which is going to go around that steel boxing that's in the boat. Obviously we're wanting to hide that out of the way. With the top cut to size, I now need to just replicate this rounded edge on this corner, and for that I can use the old piece that I cut off as a template to get the same sort of curve as I've got on that side, and then cut it out with a jigsaw. These four pieces of the cross rails, they basically give the cupboard its strength, but the front two you will actually see as well, and they'll be part of the decorative finish. They all need to be 73.5 centimetres long, but I do need to make sure they've all got nice clean square edges, because as I said, that's what's giving it the strength and all the shape to it. So I'll chop them first of all on the mitre saw, get that edge cleaned up, and then I can measure the 73.5 centimetres, cut them all to the length that I need. That's all the main pieces now cut to size. There's just a couple of little things I need to do on these side panels before I can actually start the assembly process. First off, in what will be the top corner, I need to cut a little notch out because we've got a pipe that runs along there that feeds the shower, so I need that pipe to be able to continue without having to box it in or anything. I then need to mark out for where those cross rails are going to go, both on the back and the front, and do some countersink holes so that we can screw everything together and then put some plugs over the top of those screws. This is that front rail that's going to go on the bottom, and as I'm marking it out, I think I've decided that it's going to look better if I cut this down so it's only half the depth of the top one. So I'm going to run the saw across, cut that down to 6 centimetres as opposed to the 12 that it currently is. I can now start with the first bit of actual construction because I've got the cross rails and the side panels there. We can join them together, make ourselves a carcass. Well, with a few screws and 10 minutes work there, it is actually starting to look like a shelving unit. Well, at least vaguely more like a shelving unit than it did that 10 minutes ago anyway. And the next job is to actually cut those shelves. I'm going to have 2 shelves in the centre here, and basically this piece of timber is going to be the brackets that the shelves are going to sit onto. The shelves themselves will always be able to lift out, but the brackets will be screwed permanently in place. So I'm just going to trim this down to the right size, screw those on, get the bits of timber that are going to be the shelving and cut them to the right size as well. Well, with the shelves dropped into place, we've kind of got a finished article. However, it's nowhere near finished. There's still probably at least as much work to do as I've already done on it. Top's not fastened on, and I want to do things like routering around all these edges, get some nice detail into there, and then it all needs a real good clean up. That's going to involve sanding, scrubbing, probably the use of oxalic acid which lifts any stains out. Then it'll want these screw holes plugging so that you can't see where the screws were. And then finally it'll want some finish putting on it. And then putting in the bout. I'd better crack on. It's now time for the good bit, getting the finish on there. I've chosen Bry Wax Dark Oak. It's what I've used for a lot of the stuff in the boat, so obviously it'll match nicely. And I tend to find this older kind of wood, the darker colours, look better. It will take 2 or 3 coats, but kind of rub it in with this really fine wire wool, let it soak in, then we'll polish it off. So I'll do that 2 or 3 times all round. Well, I'll keep this ending fairly brief then, because I've just had a minor disaster. I filmed myself fitting it all into place here, and for some reason it looks like I've not pressed the buttons right or whatever, because the footage has all disappeared. But as you can see, it's in place, and I've put a few bits and bobs on there, including a few of the logs that we use in the log burner. I'm sure Dawn will have a proper sort out and decide exactly what she wants on there. But at least for now, it's in, and I think it's looking pretty smart. So, other than missing me actually fitting it in there, I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, give us the thumbs up, give us a quick like in there. I'm sure you subscribed to the channel already. If not, just click that subscribe button. Costs absolutely nothing to do so, and it means you get notifications each time we put a new video on. And when we put a video on, it means we're doing something. So thanks for watching then, folks. We'll see you later. Bye bye.